All right, kids. So here is lesson 6, level 6. This is A, the pet store. And this is the first really kind of scenario where you are looking at an array of objects. We've been looking at arrays of ints and arrays of doubles and even arrays of strings, which are also considered objects. But now we're going to take objects with certain attributes and we're going to store those in an array. So there's a couple things we have to do. We're going to do some things in the pet store class. And we're going to write the toString method and return a string containing the type of each pet object in the 1D array available pets. Each pet's object information should be printed on separate lines. So it's going to be like one pet, the next pet, the next pet on successive lines. And then number 2, we're going to declare a 1D array and initialize that 1D array of pet objects to store a pet, a cat, and a dog object. And then we're going to instantiate a pet store object with that array, and we're going to print the pet store object. That means we're going to use the toString method that we've created. Now let's take a gander at this. This is kind of cool. So at least I think it's cool. So here's my pet store. And the pet store class has a private instance variable, which are the available pets. It's an array of available pets, and the elements in this array are pet objects. And so the pet objects, here is the pet class, and the only attribute that it has is a private string variable, which is the type of pet. And I do like this because there are 2 constructors for this pet object. There is a no parameter constructor, which sets this type attribute to pet. So it's almost as if you did something like this. It's like you did this dot type equals pet. That's essentially what it's doing. Then there's another constructor down here a little bit further that is a parameterized constructor where you actually pass it the pet that you want. And then here is the cat. The cat class extends the pet class, and this is all there is. The only constructor has no parameters to it, and you're letting the super handle all those details, and same with the dog. There's a dog constructor that takes no parameters, and you are just going to let the super handle everything else. So let's go back up here to the pet store object and do what we had to do. In the pet store object, we needed to write the toString method for the available pets in the store. So this is the constructor for the pet store. The pet store object gets all the available pets passed to it in an array. Here is the toString method. And so I think we need, let's see, in the pet class, is there a get type? There is a get type. We're going to have to use that. We're going to have to use that get type. So let's go down here. Let's see. Traverse the 1D array of available pets and use the get type method in the pet class to concatenate the type of each pet and result on a separate line. So I think I would like to use an enhanced for loop. So for pet, a pet, in the available pets array. So it's their pet objects is a pet in the available pets. What I would like to do, let's see if I can make this happen. I want to take my current result, or my new result is going to be whatever my current result is, and I'm going to concatenate that with the with a pet, and I need to get the type of it. And then I want to concatenate that with this new line method. And that's all I should have to do. That should do the trick for me there. So let's go back to the pet store runner and do number 2. Declare and initialize a 1D array of objects to store a pet object, a cat object, and a dog object. So this is going to be a pet object, right? Pet, and I'll just call this pets, and that's an array. Actually, I don't want to do it that way. I'm sorry. I need to go pet array. That's pet objects, and I will call them pets equals, and I'm going to go like this. I'm going to use new pet, and I'm going to go new cat and new dog. So I'm using the no parameter constructors for all 3 of them. Put a semicolon there at the end and go to the next line. Instantiate a pet store object with that 1D array. So I'm going to go pet store object, and I will call this my store equals a new pet store object, and I'm going to pass along pets to it. And then I want to print my pet store object, so I'm going to go system.out.println, and I just want to print out my store. This is literally going to print out all of the pets that are available in my store, and it should print out pet, cat, dog, each on its own line. Let's give it a run. There's nothing else to do here. Nope, that's it. So let's give this a run. There it goes. So there's pet, cat, dog. Let's run the test, make sure the test works. And yes. So this is our first kind of experience with objects inside an array and kind of working with the array. So nice, a lot of fun.